Can I have your name?
JD.
Just JD?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
Jack Daniels.
Oh, I see. Are you homeless?
Yes.
How long? I mean, how many years?
Just for like 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you from, JD?
LA County. Originally from Claremont.
Huh?
Claremont.
Is it in Orange County?
It's San
California?
Gabriel. San Gabriel.
Oh, okay.
LA.
Oh, I see. In LA. Okay. So, you live in the tent over here?
Yes. Further up.
Further
But
up?
yes, on the riverbed.
So how's it like nowadays? Because I've heard that you guys have been told to leave soon.
They
or
told
they're
us that
gonna
we had
kick
to
them out-
leave,
kick you out.
and it's really been a depressing moment.
Yeah, I can understand
Just
that.
living out here is depressing as it is,
Right.
due to the conditions.
So what is the situation right now?
Situation right now is prepare for moving.
Do you have a place to go?
No.
Do they give you any solution, like options?
Solution options are yes, there is a
Good.
few,
Uh-huh.
but most of these solutions deal with the type of solutions they have are. It's not group oriented, it's more individually oriented on
Really?
what your needs and specific wants.
So where are the places they suggest you to go?
There's because of if you're a citizen of the Orange County, you can file for Section 8. So essentially,
It's not bad.
Section 8. Well,
Is it
No, it's
full payment or
no, it's partial payment.
partial?
I mean, yeah, it's full
Alright.
payment. You have to come up with a little. So there is that option. There is a couple
Is it
staffing.
practical for most homeless here?
I'm sorry.
Is it practical for most homeless here? That's for somebody who has jobs, right?
Who I think it's based on the individual, like how sick and tired are you, and how sick and tired do you not want to be? You know, like if you're sick and tired all the time, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You
Sick and
know?
tired of what?
Of your what life has kind of dealt you in a card game.
You mean from
So,
homeless
like,
life out here, or
metaphorically
to
speaking.
be in a shelter or some kind of program?
Shelter and program deal with sometimes it's faith-based, and not everybody is
Right.
quite gung-ho for that.
Right.
Others are I would say structured to the point where you come from a point of no structure to structure. That's the hardest. And
So
then
what is
a lot-
the main thing that you're not comfortable with to move to those places?
My personal my choices have been because of my family's quite dispersed, so I don't have family per se in or around Orange County. So
Are you
I
with a
moved down-
family out here?
No, I'm by myself. So I came down here for work, looking for. I'm a culinary artist by trade. So I came down here looking for work, and because of my issues with the law, as of last year, I'm 40 years old, and I've never been in trouble with the law. As of 2015 was my first time, and that dealt me a death blow pretty much. I am a felon now, and I have a strike. So something that happened in my family became really an issue, and they pretty much shut the door, threw away the keys, and said bye-bye. So now, for me to gain my family's respect, I have to gain a job and
Right?
like.
Sounds good.
Well, it's great,
Yeah.
but the
So
jobs
how
are
long,
limited.
How long you have left to make a decision to leave here?
I'm moving myself. The only reason why I'm staying down here is because right now
What's going on over there?
I don't know. That happens quite frequently.
Really?
Just all around.
You know, from outside, away from here, I heard that there are so much drug issues around here in this particular tent camp.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say like when you're dealing with diabetic, there's a lot of diabetes. There's asthma. There's schizophrenia.
A lot of people have medical issues here, right?
Right.
Do they get help here?
No.
What's the ambulance there for?
That's
you see
they
that
call.
line.
Yeah, you call. Okay, when you call the ambulance, you have to pay for it yourself. So
you think somebody from here called them?
More than likely, yes.
So what was the cases usually? Because you saw several times.
I wouldn't say drugs are the main issue for people's. There's many people here that don't have drugs issues per se, like the hard drugs.
I heard about.
Yeah, rumors.
Do you
I'll tell you
feel
right
safe
now,
when you go around at night here?
Yes, I do, and there's no more drugs here than in the community you live in.
I hope so.
I mean, your community has prescription drugs and alcohol and
I heard
and the
that
like.
from somebody else. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
but
but
by the way,
most upscale communities have a lot of.
JD, right?
Yes, ma'am.
JD. So, what you up to?
I'm on my way to speak to a friend about. We're gonna try to do a campaign for the homeless, and just try to touch base and see if we can get flyers going.
You're one of the leaders, huh?
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
We're gonna
You gotta speak up, yeah.
Well, it's really hard to get people to get on.
So what's the most,
Car wash.
Huh?
It was gonna be a car wash. We're gonna car wash for the homeless, and it would be the benefits would the donations would help the city and help the move, and to show that we are a part of this community of Orange County. We want to be a part of it, and just a lot of us have. I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people have been incarcerated. So what you're seeing is the onset of our justice system.
Yeah.
So when you're in the justice system and then you're never able to get out, and then when you lose hope and give up and have that attitude of I don't care anymore.
So can we change that?
Yes. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I believe you can teach an old dog new tricks.
A good idea to change it.
Okay. First of all, let's see. The staffing needs to be obviously people that have gone through or been off the streets and have made life achievement of themselves through the steps to get to where they are. We need more of those individuals in our rehabilitation programs. We need, honestly, we really need to have a structured, but like a retreat. The best thing I think would be like when you go to retreat, you're kind of out in nowhere, that you kind of just have to live.
Yeah, it's a very short trip for some kind of training or
right. Leadership camp.
That's very hopeful.
But you know what I mean? Like if there, for my solutions would be for us, would be like Amsterdam, for instance, or Canada, Spain, France.
Oh, they all the homeless issues.
Right, they know they have an issue. They know there's a problem. Okay, so let's address it. Let's get housing. Let's get jobs. Let's get adequate living situations where these individuals are usually used to being outdoors and being on their own without any structure. Right? Structure is pretty much how the streets structure themselves.
Yeah.
Now, the countries that I've mentioned, they have a 90% turnover rate for the solutions of mental illness and the non-mental. We left off on that. You were speaking about what are the housing.
So people should start to believe in themselves.
Oh yes. Well, as I was from that point, I was like saying we need to bring back self-worth self-effect.
Yeah, but then actually they need the help to get to have those,
Yeah,
really
when
because
you
they
lost
are
your family
too-
members, that loss, you had a structured family. I'm sure everybody was around you and was like, it's okay.
Yeah, you need the support. from
Right, support.
people around
A
you.
lot of these individuals, I call them family. They never had that support
Yeah,
growing up,
Don't you
and
think for them to go to shelters can be really helpful than being out here alone?
no. The reason why is because, first of all, you don't want help unless you ask for it, and to shift somebody into the city in a shelter, you're in a dormitory kind of open area. You have no privacy. At least here, everybody has their own little
privacy,
spot. You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing, yeah.
Everybody had like you
That's a
see 'em-
sacrifice for them if
Yeah.
they go to the system like that.
Exactly.
Okay. But they
You have your
cannot-
own. You have your privacy at home. You
Yeah,
can do whatever.
somewhat,
Once you
yeah.
close the door, you can do whatever you
I'm
want.
with my landlord, so I have a limit. But then, somewhat I have my.
But
privacy.
like when you go
Yeah.
to take a shower, you want privacy.
But,
you don't
but
want.
you know, JD, people here they can have privacy. I know that's big deal for them. That's for everybody, but they cannot get any help on medical or anything. You know what I'm saying? Being out here, so
That's-
they should
yeah,
make a
it's-
sacrifice somewhere around. Don't you
There's
think?
compromise. Yeah, there has to be compromise from
Yeah.
both sides. I really would like for the city to just devise just in your next building development. There's plenty of space
Yeah.
that could be developed for research. There's adequate health care. There's an
Yeah.
adequate regulation of the drugs that are prominent in the area, like even prescribed drugs, like even the hard drugs. They should be able to be regulated, and just like Canada does, Canada provides a place and regulation of sterile equipment,
Right.
the places to discard of the paraphernalia. Well, they call it paraphernalia, but it's the devices to use the drugs. And you're essentially concentrating all the people that want to be that way in one area, so it's easier for law enforcement, wouldn't it not be? Instead of having us running all around
Right.
and
That's what they
hiding
don't
under
like,
here.
you
and
know? They
well,
don't
then
like
create
you
a
guys
place-
are spread out like this.
create a place that
Are
homeless.
you saying place with something open like this?
Well, like say for instance the Big A, you could develop a couple
Without fence
buildings,
around,
a
or-
green space. You could develop all that.
So as a homeless yourself, okay,
It'd be like-
what would be your suggestion?
With the recidivism.
What do you guys
okay,
want? What
with-
do you need?
this is what we want,
What's the
we
best
need.
solution for you guys?
for society to stop throwing us in jail and ruining our lives with
Yeah.
frivolous.
What are the things to do?
There's
to
the
do that to you
the
guys?
public defenders that are they have their caseloads are way too big. When they get into such as public defenders have over 100 per public defender is probably like a 200 caseload.
So
I don't know, maybe every 3 months.
You still get some kind of rules. It kind of
If you regulate, if you give,
enforced on you, right?
this is all. Look at all the labor jobs. Like these are okay. There's jobs wanted,
Yeah.
right? Job
you can't
wanted.
just say you have a privacy here.
No, but
Actually.
what I'm saying is these people are willing to work. There's scientists here. There's doctors.
Really?
There's lawyers. There's professions all along this riverbed.
Yeah.
If you find out somebody is an artist, well then why don't you get them
There's
why
several artists.
don't you get them an assistant job at a preschool for a couple hours? If you know somebody likes to work picking locks, then get them a locksmith job.
Yeah.
If
Sounds
there's-
great, but you know what? Those people are not gonna give you jobs, to you guys, until you guys are solved and cleaned up.
That's easy.
So we have to build up.
But it's the
trust issue
records.
too.
It's the records. Think about your application. Have you
It's
been
not just about the record on
have
the
you been
paper.
charged or have you been charged with a felony in the last 3 to 5 years?
No.
Of course, not you, but
Yeah.
just about not just about, I'd say a high percentage of the people out here have felonies, and we do not get past that application. That point in the application, you might as well just look at everybody out here.
Okay.
So you're seeing what happens when you mark that box. Now you're seeing what happens when you have that box checked.
Oh,
if you
okay.
had that box checked for yourself, you'd be out here as well.
I know there's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype,
Yeah.
and it's on all applications.
Right. Even myself, when I write my resume, they kind of ask about their race. You know, that's another.
Yeah, and then
stereotype.
they specifically want to know if you're Mexican origin.
I don't know why they put it there.
Why is because it's well, for one, it's a way to find out if you're legal or not. It's two, there's
Maybe that will
I'm
just,
sure
like,
there's kickbacks.
Stop them to see them for interview. But really,
It's appalling.
I don't like Chinese.
Well, you
I'm
know,
not gonna
well, yeah,
give him the
exactly.
interview or something.
Well, yeah, there's tech jobs. There's a lot of
By
things.
the way, so you say there are people here who are willing to work, but they don't get a chance because of their, their background.
and right, and then we're limited to what
Right.
our choices are.
You think that there is some chance for them to have this record to be cleaned?
Yeah, and you know
the
the transition is gonna. Look, from living out here, I've tried it and I've done it, but the transition is really, really hard.
Like what?
From going from this to going back into
but
living.
You have a bike though.
Yeah, I've just recently acquired this
Maybe it's better
bike.
than bus. Bus is kind of slow.
Oh my God, the bus.
Of course, I know it's tough because it's a wide,
The bike makes a big difference. I was one that was like, I'll never ride a bike because I used to have a vehicle until it was taken from a certain law agency for. Anyways, because I was around and associating with somebody when I got pulled over.
I see. For you to have a transportation your own with a bike, it shows me that you're independent somewhat. You're not, just hopeless. You're not just kind of go, que sera, sera. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, because, you can't.
Because that's what people usually think of homeless. They think homeless don't do anything. They don't want to do anything.
No, we have to keep on going. The will to survive is still in us as just as much as anybody else.
So this is a kind of positive impression for me about homeless people. They want to go around. That means they are alive. They want to go forward. That's what I see.
We're not homeless. We're just shelterless. Home is where you lay your head. Home is where you lay your head and you say your prayers.
I still don't get it. What's the
home?
difference?
What defines a home? Family.
Space there.
Four walls,
in,
right?
Around the walls. Safe. I guess so.
You can see that as being anywhere you lay your head.
Well, here, you can say tent is home.
It is home.
But the people out there don't see that.
Right. It's not a
proper way.
Right.
They think,
Because they see this as, you're in a
and you
public
don't have an
area.
Address.
Right. You don't have an address.
Yeah.
Well, then, why does the city create little blocks of area that we would have to rent these spots for?
Yes, I think that some of the
or have a program to where
they are pursuing that way.
Yeah, like there's trash that we can there all the recycles we can turn in. We can generate electricity. If you want to start at a grid of all, like we could have stationary bikes, and then for 4 hours out of the day you can ride the bike and create energy that would provide electricity.
The thing is, some people out there to try to help you out to find a place like that, right? But people out here, homeless people, many of you consider they don't want to lose this privacy, which is a lot of inconvenience out here, but still they can have a freedom. You know what I'm saying? So are they willing to give up on that to go to the facility? They can, have some help. Maybe a little bit better open than shelter, but still need a little under kind of like the structure,
Yeah.
But not like this, like out here like this. This is what the problem people out there they are facing. They don't want homeless living this way.
Yeah,
it's kind of
I
like
agree.
Threatening to them too. Not safe.
I think if all the tents were the same and they weren't makeshift, I think there would be a different eye. You know, homelessness is in every continent. It's in every city, and it's in every town. It's not just here in Anaheim. It's in China. It's in Bangladesh. It's in India.
Let's not go there.
Right? It's in Africa.
Here,
it's in Japan. It's everywhere.
JD,
and society's
you're a good speaker, but I'm not have a time limit. And,
I know, but do you understand do you understand what I'm trying? What I'm saying is, it's a society thing where we're not being
just curious,
conformed.
What was your education background?
Mine?
Yeah.
I graduated high school, to some college.
Really? You're a really good speaker.
I appreciate it. Thank you. You as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, your English as well.
Thank you. By the way, you look nice, man. Too bad I cannot put all over your face there.
I know. I wish I could.
Focus on your beard.
Oh man, I wish I could shave. Oh my gosh.
Well, you look good.
It's you know, I appreciate that.
Yeah. By the way, so it's because we are just facing this, homelessness in this Orange County, because it sounds like it's very tense. And they tried to kick them out, and then so that's why we need to talk about them first.
What is the solution of kicking? Okay, if you kick your trash out the door, it's out of your house.
Trash.
It's out of your house, but now it's out on your front lawn. So
it's just to move to a different spot.
So unless you get a trash bag and put the trash in it, close it, put it on the curb.
It's sad to use the trash.
I know, but I'm saying the city considers, or society considers, as trash, right?
Yeah. Oh, sad. I'm sorry.
So if you take the trash and put it, and even recycle it, you will benefit everybody and Mother Nature.
Even, some countries, they use the trash as a treasure.
Exactly.
As a recycling,
Right, and if you recycle...
Humans are more important than
Well, yes, if you recycle us back into society, just think of us as recycling us back into society, then we could be that another aluminum can that turns into
We shouldn't give up on someone too quick, you know what I'm saying?
No, you shouldn't.
The society is bigger and stronger than one individual who has unfortunate situations, so should help these little individuals and the numbers of people.
Right.
So we have to come up with a really good solution,
Human can
practical.
Yes, not to cut you off, but it's a human condition.
Yeah.
It's not a homeless condition. It's a human condition that we have
we
created.
are losing, humanity.
Exactly.
And we have to recover that.
It's our own thing that we started.
Yeah. I cannot say, oh, that's somebody else's problem.
Right.
We have to help them out, because we are one same boat on Earth.
Yeah. No, we are. We really are.
I believe that when I'm in trouble, someone can help me, and when someone is in trouble, I can help it.
That's very true.
We're supposed to do like that, right?
Yeah, it's very true.
I think, like in this case, homeless people who are in a really, really bad situation. They are with a lot of issues, right? Physically, mentally, and financially, all that. So they got a lot of, attacks in their lives, and so they cannot stand themselves. So people around them should help, especially they are, not with their families. So we can't just, leave them alone, leave them alone. We can't do that. So people, we should have heart for them. The thing is, homeless people, they should stand up themselves too. At least they should cry out. They should speak for themselves.
Have a cause.
Like you do. You say you're gonna do some car wash thing.
That was the idea.
Yeah, you can't just kind of like, okay, you take care of it. I don't know. I'm done here. It's over. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You guys need to do whatever you can do.
Our activism.
Until you die. At least as long as you're alive, you have to speak up for yourselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
Don't you think?
I totally agree with
I know
you.
there's several people out there, activists, who
Yes.
I know,
Yes.
they are really caring about you guys.
Yeah, the churches, the mission,
Yeah.
a lot. God bless the churches, man. If it wasn't for them,
Uh-huh.
there would
I
be
know
a
they're
lot more
feeding you
looting
guys.
and
Yeah,
if it wasn't for their love and their care and their understanding, and the other countless individuals I've spoken with and giving hugs and
Yeah.
just like, wow, you guys are amazing. Like, I even shed tears with some of them, you know. If it wasn't for them, it would be really bad for
Right,
the city alone. The people, it would just be really bad.
By
I
the
mean,
way-
like Angel Stadium,
Yeah.
people would be jumping this fence and take mobs. Mobs would come and just like, you know what I mean? It would be
What's that?
lawlessness. If mobs is I think it's a group of more than 10 or 15. A mob is like more than 20.
I don't know what that is.
Mob, M-O-B, mob. You have a gang that's more than 3
Oh,
individuals.
it's a gang?
Well, technically, if you see 3 people, that can be considered a gang. 'cause
Oh,
it's
you
more
just
than-
call it. Is it kind of slang?
Yeah, it's a slang. It's a descriptive word to
Or is there
describe
actual people like that?
right, like a crowd of people. So I said mob of people because when you mob, you're like kind of going.
Oh, I see.
In a,
it's not just a group name.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
I was just using it as like
By the
a
way,
crowd of people.
So people out there can see some, homeless people that way, You guys
Of course.
So we have to
We
break
don't
this
have showers.
stereotype.
We're living
Oh,
on
by
dirt.
the way, so because of, I have to go pretty soon.
Yeah, me too.
Here's the thing.
Please.
Here's the thing. One last question.
Okay.
JD, do you believe in God?
Oh yeah.
do?
I know.
What are you? Are you a believer?
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Believer of the Creator? Yeah. The spirit world?
Are you Christian, Catholic?
I'm
Muslim?
I'm
or-
just I'm
Muslims
see
believe in God too.
I have read the Torah. I have read
But,
not in Hebrew but the first
better is going to die.
the whatever's been
So you
translation.
believe in God in Bible?
oh God, yeah. I mean
You mean
heavenly,
Jesus?
yes. He was a begotten son of
people
the
believe
Lord.
in God different ways.
Exactly.
unfortunately.
Exactly.
So which
That's the
one
beauty
are
of
you
it.
with Jesus or?
I'm with all of them. Honestly.
That's too complicated.
How is that complicated?
It is because you're trying. Let's say
Buddha was a real man.
it's like you're hungry and then you go for lunch. And
But I
then
believe in Buddha, Hindu.
Okay, you have a limit of time for lunch, okay? But then you say, oh, I'm gonna go eat lunch at the Mexican restaurant right there, and then I go to the Jack in the Box, and I go to the Korean restaurant.
Yeah,
You're
what's wrong
going
with that?
different places, and
But
why
it's
do you
all
wanna do
food.
that?
It's all food
You wanna
and
go to the right place that works. Yeah, it works.
for
By the
for
way.
one to define
By the way.
the creator is okay.
So if you believe God, in,
There is one. There's
many different ways,
Yeah.
then that's not the true one, because there's a one.
That's not fair.
I know.
Because Buddha-
But is life fair?
Hindu.
Is life fair, JD?
Is life fair? Yes.
Is
It
it
is fair.
fair?
It is fair.
So people out here
Well, that's
become
people.
homeless from many different situations.
If the
They
sun
have to
and
live
rain
like
don't come,
this.
is it
That's fair?
Is it not fair for the sun and the rain to
Wait a
come?
minute.
That's fair,
Wait a
is it?
minute.
It's not fair if it wasn't.
This word is not fair. I mean, a lot of things are not
Yeah,
fair.
because we're humans. We're making things up and creating all these problems.
But the thing is,
Right.
religion has many ways. But then there's only one true God, though. That's
Exactly.
the one we have to connect to.
And even
God in the Bible,
and even
through
Lucifer.
Jesus,
Yes.
he says that he's the one true one. He says there's only one way works with him. That sounds like a clear
Well,
than
that's
many ways.
But if you read the Quran, if you read the Quran, it speaks about Jesus more than it does Muhammad.
You have freedom to believe whatever you want to. You can read any books you want to. But the thing is, we're talking about the one true way, the right way. Okay. Some people can make you to believe something is not true, but it's true, right? It can happen, right? You want to live like that? You want to be fooled? You want to let people deceive you? No.
No.
For me, I want to be truthful. I want to, I don't want to get deceived.
Right.
When I get deceived by someone, it makes me feel bad all day. Especially when it's about forever. You don't want that to happen. Let's say there's commercial in Korea, where I'm from. It's old commercial, TV commercial about television set. When you buy something, it goes 10 years.
Right.
10 years guarantee.
Right,
So you better choose something right. So our company, our TV set makes really, really sturdy one.
Right.
Help you to keep the TV set for 10 years. Then there's others cannot. You know what I'm saying? So your choice is very important. That's what they say. So, you know, even 10 years, you know, if you cannot have that for long. I mean, let's say if somebody stole something from you, rob you, who you trusted, and then makes you to be homeless or makes you to, you know, suffer, it's got to be very helpful for you.
I agree with, I know what you're saying, and I think that's great. I think that's great. I think that is, I'm so happy that you believe. There's a lot of people that don't believe.
But I can cut it up later on. By the way, here's the thing. This is about eternal life. I don't know about other gods from other religions, which are made by man. By the way, this God in the Bible, he clearly says that there's a heaven and hell after death. This God is not talking about life in here. We have full of questions here, right?
Yeah.
He's telling us answers to the Bible, and also furthermore, he goes to eternal life, which we cannot see, which is after death. He's going furthermore because he knows everything. Okay, so we need to hear from him. He says,
I know.
that, hey,
it's about time for sure.
Yeah, he says,
it's been well overdue.
I am the only one,
but
true one.
He's here all the.
And you are from me. I made you guys. You are not from monkeys. Monkeys are from me. I made monkeys, different kinds. I made cats, different kinds. I made fish, different kinds. I made a human as my image.
Right.
So we are not from monkeys. But we've been listening to this.
But I really don't think he made.
They are smart scientists.
In the image.
And they are against the creation. They are against God.
Did he say that I made man in the image of I?
No, image of him.
Exactly.
So we are image.
And
we are
God
made by
and
his
the
image.
Lord only speaks of himself as I. The three Trinities, right?
Well, I hope I can talk to you some other time again so we can go more details. But right now, the thing is, God is trying to tell us that where we are from and where we are going, and why we are here. Because He can tell us because He's a maker, and everything has a maker. It's like your bike. There's somebody who made it. It cannot be itself, you know. It's just itself. Somebody made it for a reason to give you a ride, right? This one is doing its best. Its best. Right?
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, everything. Your suitcase and your head, everything, your clothes, everything. They're doing their jobs. They're useful. But seem like we humans, seem like we are not living useful way because we don't know why we are here.
That's the
reason why, because we don't know
no
our
answers.
maker.
Right.
We have to go back to our maker, who is God. God has a reason for us to be here.
Exactly.
So He can tell us why we are here.
To have all
it's
dominion
all
over.
In the Bible.
Yeah, to have dominion over all creatures.
We're supposed to be with Him, have a relationship with Him, and then serve Him. Not serving money or serving, you know, anything in our lives. Oh, I'm here to enjoy life, entertainment, whatever, or success, whatever. Because we get to all these ideas because that's our conclusions. That we think that's the meaning I'm here because we don't know anything better. God is telling us that, hey, you guys are disconnect from me because you are born with the sins, and the sin will, lead you to the eternal judgment. There's a judgment day, and there's a place to pay. Hell. He said, don't go there. This is the Bible is about. This is a loving God, and God gave a solution. He says, hey, don't go to hell because you guys are all going that direction because we are born with the sins. The sin makes people to be condemned.
But yeah.
And then God says that I'm gonna give you a solution, and it's already there. 2,000 years ago. Since 2,000 years ago, Jesus paid the price.
60,000. Try a million years ago.
2,000 years
How about
ago.
a million years ago?
By the way, so he's
A million.
Okay. Wait a second.
Can you fathom a million?
You need to go. I need to go too. Hey, hold on.
Remember the cave
Alright.
drawings and the
Okay, hold on a second.
the times of those times.
Yeah, these are the details. You can get the answers from Bible. Read the Bible.
There's a lot.
Christian Bible.
lot
Looking good. Okay.
There's a lot of life that we have
I
to understand
I gotta,
and understand.
Hey, listen up. I strongly suggest you to read the Christian Bible. Okay, we cannot go to the details.
It's in Aramaic.
Right
I know.
We don't have much time. I can answer you as much as I can, but because of time limit, please understand me. Okay, so what I want to tell you is that you get the answer yourself. Okay,
There's
go get the Bible,
so much more to
start
learn.
to read it, and then you find Jesus there. When you read this Bible, you have to find Jesus. That's what the
about
Bible is
Moshe?
about.
What about Abraham?
God
What
gave
about
us Bible
Adam?
for reason.
Those are just it's a lineage of royalty.
I know. Hold on to that. You ask him about the question. He's gonna answer.
And Buddha was right.
He's living. Huh?
Buddha was right. The Hindus
Buddha
are
was
right.
a man.
So was Jesus.
Jesus is God.
He was
Trinity. Father.
He's not God.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost one.
He is a.
Hello.
He's a messenger, a Messiah.
Hello.
Messiah.
Wait a minute, Jesus.
He
is a God.
hung out. Matter of fact, Jesus would be
Jesus
down.
is-
He would be
okay.
kicking it with us.
Listen up. Jesus is God. Jesus is God who became a man, who is a spirit,
Yes.
temporarily to die for our sins, so that we can have a forgiveness and we can.
Where's
we
the
can have
sins
peace with
being?
God.
How can the sins be
Are you
forgiven?
listening?
I am listening.
Okay,
Not
so
only
if-
am I listening,
if you know that,
but do you
don't-
question? Because
Yeah.
we don't. What brought you down here was the homeless condition, the human condition.
Yeah, but
Why is it that the everyday life, Christianity is
Let's
beautiful?
meet some other day again.
Buddha. Yeah.
By the way, those are good questions, but I cannot create the time. Okay.
Just
Okay?
keep on believing that whatever you believe in, just
But you
keep
can,
believing
no,
it because
JD,
it's healthy for
it
you.
It doesn't work that way.
It does work that way.
Because you cannot control
You're
your
judging.
birth, your death.
Nobody can say
Can you
whose
control that?
religion is.
Can you control your birth and your death? Nobody.
My death? No. Of
It's
course
like a-
not.
it's like a
death
fate.
yeah, exactly.
It's a fate.
So you have to just
So
take the reins and kind of go with whatever works for
we
you.
cannot fight with God, and God ordained. This is a God thing, okay? We can. We have to listen to Him, His instructions.
The principles.
So He tried to help us not to go to hell. He wants us to go to heaven. That's why He gave us Bible, and the Bible is about Jesus, and
Yes.
it's all about what He has done on the cross for our
It's
sins.
about
That's
the
why
Israelites, the
when you read it,
Mennonites,
when you read it,
the
you have to find
Ammonites.
Jesus and
Right. Sodom and
get connected
Gomorrah.
to God through
I mean,
Jesus.
man, there's so much.
Don't worry about all these stories. Moses and Abraham and the Red Sea, all
It's a-
these things.
it's a
Don't worry
royal-
about this. You have
John
to
the
find
Baptist, his
Jesus.
uncle.
Jesus is the only one.
When
You have
let's
to
see,
find through it.
when he was
okay?
I'm doing my father's work. When he was at the.
Hello? Because it's about heaven and hell.
I'm well
God
read.
hears- Sure, look at that. Look at
Job.
that. I don't think people here who lives in the tents, they just lived their
Raw
lives
joke.
without trying anything. They have tried many different ways to live, to survive in this world, but they somewhere around they couldn't. You told me that the system in this world, they make them to be, just stuck somewhere, so they cannot get out of this problem. Correct? This is the end of it. Okay.